Okay, I would say one of the main reasons is because of this meeting, the leaving the comfort zone meeting. Am I ready to leave the comfort zone? Let's go. Come on, DGR, come on. Doorknob. I think I left the house at, and listen, it's, when I talk, leaving the comfort zone, that's what we're talking about, but I'm going on a tangent already. When I'm talking about the doorknob, it could be at 11 p.m., it could be at 11 a.m., it could be at 3 a.m., it could be at noon. It doesn't matter when you run. What matters is that you're consistent and that you're putting in the work that you need to be putting in order to chase down your goals, okay? I just happen to be a morning person. I'm not trying to act macho like I wake up early and that makes me better than any other time of day to wake up. You might be going to work at 3 a.m. You might be getting home from work at 3 a.m. At the end of the day, what matters is that you are turning the doorknob. All right, that's what matters. Onward and upward. There is today's run, first run on your screen right now. All right, taking out a little Adios Pro 3 action, everyone. Leaving the comfort zone. 1 year ago, I sat right here on Larimer Street in downtown Denver and said this. Attempt to defend that title, and frankly, I'll just say, to run even faster, okay? And actually, this is crazy, here are the times on your screen right now. So I've done the ascent, I think I did the ascent twice, or maybe it was 3 times. I think the ascent 3 times and then the marathon once. Last year was my first Pikes Peak Marathon. And so here are the progression of times. Fascinating data points, again, to work with and hopefully motivate myself to leave my comfort zone. And I always want to try to apply what I'm saying back to all of you. I always want to throw it back to all of you, okay? You can, I'm not saying you should, but you can do this too. Because if you're ready, if you're willing, if you want to, maybe, okay, here's an example. Maybe you're a high schooler, you're a junior, about to become a senior, and you're already a 2-time state cross-country champion, in the 5K. And you have already won state champion, as an individual. And you're trying to ask yourself, man, I've already won. Like, what else is there to do? And you gotta dig deep. You gotta figure out, not just physically, not just physiologically, am I ready to chase down a 3rd state championship? And I don't know too many people who have done that. I can think of a couple, but you have to ask yourself, am I ready up here to chase down a 3rd state championship? Or maybe you're a Masters runner and you finish like in the top 10 overall as a Masters runner at your local 10K at the, every summer, the 10K in your hometown for the 4th of July. And you're like, or maybe you've finished top 10 9 years in a row, and you want to finish top 10 10 years in a row. And you just got to dig deep and ask yourself, is my body ready to do this, to put in the training, to put in the work, to chase down that individual goal? And for me, I have found that the only way I can do that is if I take the time, which is what I'm doing right here, right now, marking down really specific action points in the next 90 days of training leading up to Pikes Peak. Am I willing to put onto paper those action points that I know I'm gonna have to, and I'll give you a specific example right now. And so, as you know, I've won it back to back, 2020, 2021. Good competition in 2020, better competition in 2021, and I'm hoping even better competition in 2022, meaning more people are able to travel from around the world to compete, because that's what we runners want. That's what we thrive on, is facing the best of the best. If we're not racing, if we're going to small races and just beating up on small competition that's not really there, like what's the point? We want to bring the best out of each other on the starting line, in the middle of the race, and at the end of the race. No matter who wins, you shake their hand, you say congratulations, and you say, if you didn't win, you come back and you say mentally, all right, they had the better race today, they trained harder, they dug deeper, they maybe were willing to leave their comfort zone more than I was. So for me, the last 2 years, I've trained pretty, I'll be very specific here. I believe my highest training was 130 miles a week with 21 or 22,000 feet of vertical gain and loss in 1 week over the past 2 years. I believe. I will confirm that. I'll look through my past training logs just to make sure that's correct. I believe it's right around there. I don't think I went to 140. I think it was 130 miles a week. What I'm getting at is that's a lot. I'm not getting any younger, just had a birthday. And so it's like, I'm probably not going to go much beyond that this summer with respect to the running, the volume, and the vertical gain. It just doesn't make that much sense. You get to a point, you realize after doing this year after year, you get to a point where you're like, this might not be beneficial actually, running more volume or running more vertical gain. And that just comes from experience, everybody. And it'll take time for you. And again, throwing the ball back in your court, that if you're a new runner especially, patience always, but patience and that's what's so fun about the annual calendar year of training, is you learn the rhythm of training and how your body reacts over not just months, but years and years of back-to-back training. So instead, one of the leaving the comfort zone bullet points that I will be focusing on in 2022 is the gym work. And I'm talking, and you're like, okay, great, Seth. Well, give us more. Tell us more specifics. Slow, low rep, heavy lifting. Partially because of my tendon, but slow, low rep, heavy lifting. So the deadlifts, the squatting with a hex bar. So basically more lifting of the legs, stronger legs. Again, there's only so much running I can do. So for example, 3 by 5, okay? So 3 reps, 3 sets with 5 reps, okay? That type of lifting. Or even 3 sets of 3 to 4 reps. So pretty low, but heavier lifting, okay? Of course, how do I mentally prepare for Pikes Peak? The vest. Does it make me stronger? 100%. But when you run up and down Pikes Peak with a vest on your back 3 times leading up to the race, and listen, I know not everybody can do that, like because of time, because of where you live, but for me, and so you have to, again, throwing the ball back in your court. It's not about me, it's about us. You got to find for your specific type of training and your specific type of racing that you're preparing for, little ways that you can physically, but also mentally, I'll just say, I don't want to say psych yourself out, but give yourself, instill in yourself so much confidence that you just arrive on the starting line almost like you're floating. Not kidding. That's what leaving the comfort zone really means for me. If you leave the comfort zone now, if I say at the beginning of the training block, now we're in week 4, thankfully I'm healthy, getting healthy. This is a longer training block compared to last year because the race has been moved from August to September this year. So, arrive at that starting line almost like you're ready to float the mountain. Huh? All right, everyone. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. That's how I'm gonna leave the comfort zone. I'm gonna open up this box, okay? I gotta take care of the body, tape up the body a little bit. Again, not getting any younger. Make sure I pay attention to the foam rolling, the stretching, the lifting, the sleeping, the eating, all that good stuff, because now. And also what happens when I have this little personal meeting with myself, but also with you through YouTube. When I have this meeting, a switch goes off. It's not quite a light bulb, but it's pretty much a snap of the finger. It's a switch where I just go into this mode, and it's not a crazy mode. It's not a deep dark place. It's a deep light-filled place where it illuminates the next 90 days of my life, where I'm like, I'm all in, everybody. There you go. All right, thanks for tuning in. I know that was a lot. Oh man, can you tell I'm giddy? I'm giddy, everybody. All right, we will toss it to last year's meeting right here in downtown Denver. 1 year ago, I had this exact same meeting with myself, with my logbook, and with you, talking about how I was getting ready to leave the comfort zone in 2021. Oh, did I mention there's the times from the past, like the only reason these times are dropping, all right, there they are, soak them in. The only reason, okay, I would say one of the main reasons is because of this meeting, the leaving the comfort zone meeting. Am I ready to leave the comfort zone? And if I'm not ready, that time is not gonna drop. You know, I'm getting a little faster, but it will go the other direction if I didn't have this meeting right here, right now, taking notes down. All right, everyone? Onward and upward. All right. Seek beauty. We'll toss it again. We'll toss it to 1 year ago, right there. Seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.